Hey guys, I'm Justin Hoot. I'm a faculty member here at the WVU IMC program. I teach primarily digital storytelling, influencer marketing, digital marketing communications campaigns, and I've recently started teaching AR and VR within an IMC setting. In my day job, I'm a partner at a shop called Someoddpilot in Chicago. We're a creative studio that focuses on branding, strategy, and creative. We do a lot of work with consumer brands, some you may have heard of, Patagonia, Smith Optics, Chaco Footwear, and most recently this year we relaunched a brand new brand refresh update for Lollapalooza. The reason I decided to come back and teach in the program is as an IMC graduate myself, what I loved about the program was that it put an academic lens on a lot of my real world professional experience. And what I was really hoping, and what I hope to bring to the program, is a real world lens to a lot of the academic backbone that the students are getting. For me, that really helped to round me out as a professional in terms of, again, taking all the things that I was doing day to day and basically having the theory behind it, having the words behind it, broadening my knowledge in ways that I wouldn't have had a chance to do otherwise professionally. Absolutely. So the primary vehicle that I do that in is on the discussion boards. As I'm replying to students and engaging with students on the discussion board, I'm often bringing examples of work that I've been a part of, work that we are talking about in my office in the real world, research that we're looking at, trends that we're seeing. I do a lot to pepper in my responses on those discussion boards to students on a weekly basis. Another way that I really work with the students to bring in the real world is, while I appreciate academic writing and we want academic writing, and academic writing is an important part of this program, I do start to communicate to students about how this work applies in the real world or in a real world professional setting. So I like to temper a lot of the, hey, this is great information, but how this gets applied in the real world is a little bit more like this. So I hope that I'm helping to show students that a paper is great, a plan is great, a creative direction or a creative expression is good, but how it actually will show up in the real world and what people are looking for might be a little bit different. So I hope to help temper that mix of academia with what's on the other side of that. I don't think it's ever too early to start preparing students for that next step. The biggest way that I engage students is by making myself available. If I have a particularly difficult piece of feedback on a paper, for example, if someone has sort of like really missed something, or if it's clear to me that someone tried really hard but they're not quite getting it, I often leave my feedback with, hey, if you want to hop on a call this week or a Zoom call, I want to make time for that. It's important that you understand where I'm coming from, why I'm saying this. It's important to me that you understand how to apply this in the future, that we help you get on track if you're off track. I've also implemented 2 Zoom calls every other week. So I make myself available for one-to-one discussions, whether about the lesson itself, whether about feedback that a student might have gotten, or about an upcoming assignment, just to make sure that we're establishing rapport, but also that students know they can come to me, and if they don't want to engage, that's totally cool. But leaving the door open for engagement or an opportunity, across the program, just to make myself available to them. So, and that seemed to work. That seems to kind of help me, especially if a student is maybe struggling or not able to quite grasp a concept. We can usually get it done with a quick one-on-one, whether phone call or Zoom call, to kind of talk it out. So I have a 5-year-old, and I think that he thinks that my job is mostly just talking to people and typing on a computer. That's how he would describe it. But if I was going to break it down for him, I would say that my job is to herd a bunch of really creative people and point them in a direction to make something awesome for this other group of people that want something really cool, but they don't know how to get it. So we are that. It is my job to round up a bunch of creative folks, point them in a direction, give them direction that aligns with what another person, a client, needs. So. Are you familiar with the show Bar Rescue?
Yeah, actually, I am.
I'd love to do a version of it called Brand Rescue. Where we come in, we look at a brand, and we say, hey, this isn't all bad. There's some real easy wins here. There's some very simple things we can do. And then there's some big stuff we can do behind the scenes. Give us 30 days and a bunch of money, and we'll work it out. So that's a reality show I think we'd love to make. So.